Hello and welcome to this practice where we're going to revitalize our hips and get them moving. So we're going to start by coming around onto hands and knees. So bring in the hands underneath your shoulders, knees underneath your hips. And just arriving here to start with, we're going to just get the spine moving a little bit. So a few cat and cow movements rounding, just checking in with the spine, checking in with the body, just allowing ourselves to arrive here, taking a moment to settle into the body, settle into the breath. Okay. And then from here, we're going to take some hip circles. So we're going to send our hips all the way out to the side. It's quite a nice movement to just start to warm up the hips, get them moving a little bit. So taking them, see if we can take them as nice and wide as we can. And usually there's a point on this diagonal where we can kind of feel a bit. So maybe taking a moment there, maybe rocking back and forth here just a few times. So we're easing in there. And then around on the other side again, on the other diagonal as we and then we're going to come around and then just allowing the spine to move. So really just allowing the hips, the spine, you might want to get the shoulders involved, easing all the way around. And then the other side. So we're going to send the other side and bringing that hip all the way around. Lovely. And then we're going to come back to center. We're just going to literally go from one side. So almost like we were going to send our hips down to the ground. Obviously, they're not going to go there, but really kind of allowing, almost like gravity was going to draw them down to the ground. The other knee might slightly lift off, and then the other back to center, and then the other side. So again, using a little bit of gravity to almost sink that hip down. So, and then again, one more time on this side, and the other side. Okay. So coming back to center, we're going to tuck our toes under. So we can do some of this with our toes tucked. So it's going to start by just sending the hips back, just waking up the feet a little, lengthening through the soles of the feet, and then coming forward. So we're going to take one leg and we're going to lift, keep lifting up in the chest. So trying not to allow the chest to sort of hang down. We want to lift up, engage the shoulders a little, keep the length of the neck, the top of the head lengthening away. And we're going to take one leg and we're going to lift, keep the leg bent, keep the foot flexed, and we're going to push that foot up towards the ceiling. So almost like we were lifting the foot up to the ceiling, and then we're going to bring that back down. And then again, we're going to do that 3 times. So we're going to lift the foot up to the ceiling, and then back down. One more time, lifting the foot up, keeping the head lengthening away, and then down. Okay, this time, the same leg is going to go out to the side. So lifting, so seeing if, this is quite tricky, we don't lean right over onto the other side, seeing if we can keep somewhat in the center. It might not happen. We're going to lift that leg out to the side. Again, keeping the foot flexed, keeping the knee bent, and back in. And again, out to the side, back in. One more time, this leg's going to go out to the side. But this time, rather than coming back in, we're going to send that foot all the way out. So the sole of the foot is on the ground, about the same height as the other knee. And then from here, keeping that foot, this toe, this leg, the foot flex tucked under, we're going to just start to send our hips back towards. Now, if keeping the toes tucked under doesn't feel good, just untuck them, see what feels better for you. So we're going to send the hips back, lengthening, keeping that almost like we're going to press the hands into the mat. So we're also lengthening through the spine. Can be quite a lot on the knee here, so do put a cushion under your knee if that feels better. And we're going to send the hips back. Really reaching that foot away, but keeping that lengthened leg, the foot really connected to the ground. And then we're going to come forward. And then this leg is going to travel. You can either slide if you're on a wooden floor like me, all the way around to the top of the mat, keeping the hands on the inside. So you can always grab a block or books or something to put your hands on if that feels better for you. From here, we're going to just start to ease the hips forward. And then keeping the foot on the ground, we're going to send the hips back, just lengthening, coming forward, just easing into this hip to start with, and then back. And then this time we're going to come forward. It's going to see what it might feel like. Again, just check in with the shoulders. Sometimes we end up coming up towards the ears. Sink them down, thinking about lengthening out the top of the head. What would happen if well, first of all, we want to keep this front foot pressing into the ground. We're going to lift the back knee. And we can almost have a little bit of a rock movement. We can press the heel back, rock forward. We're going to come down. And again, lifting the knee, sending the hips back a few times. Just easing here into moving around, however that feels good for you, and then releasing down. And then we're going to send that back so we can heel toe the foot off the mat, and we're going to slide it all the way back, coming back into our tabletop. However, we're going to bring our knees together and open our lower legs out. So rather than being underneath, they open out, the knees are together. So we're internally rotating our hips. And from here, we're going to just send our hips back. Again, just kind of easing back, coming forward, easing back, keeping those knees together, keeping the feet as wide as it feels okay for them to be. One more time. Okay, and then we're going to come back to center. If you want to, we can take a pause, come off our hands for a little bit, maybe give the shoulders a circle around, give those wrists a little bit of a circle. I'm going to reach up, just finding some length and opening, so reaching as if we were trying to reach to the ceiling, and then releasing down. We're going to come to the other side. So coming back into our tabletop to start, tucking both toes under, again checking in, settling into the position, lengthening out the top of the head, and we're going to come to the other leg. So starting by lifting the foot up to the ceiling. So lifting as far as feels comfortable, feels okay, makes sense for your body. We're going to lift, keeping that leg bent, lifting up, and then releasing down. Then lifting up, pressing, almost like you were trying to press up to the ceiling, like there was something resisting your foot. And then back down. One more time, pressing up to the ceiling. And then we're going to bring that knee back down. And then this time it's going out to the side. So we come out to the side, keeping, again, noticing the tendency. It's going to want to lean over to the other side. That's okay. Just checking in, seeing if we can keep a little bit of central balance. So opening out to the side. And then back. And then one more time, opening out to the side. And then we're going to send the foot out. So again, the foot is on the ground. If it feels okay to have the foot flat, it might feel better to come onto the inside. But if you can, we're going to bring the foot flat. And again, we're going to send the hips back, keeping those back toes tucked. If it feels okay, it might feel better this time to untuck them. Just see how that feels. You can play around with both, actually. They have just different experiences. Keeping this foot, if we can, pressing into the ground. So we really, especially that big toe, the inside, easing back. One more time. And then we're going to come forward and we're going to bring this leg all the way around. If it doesn't come, we just give it a little helping hand and shove it forward. Okay, so again, arriving here. And first of all, we're just going to ease into the position. So kind of moving around, checking in with how it feels on this side. And then we're going to press this front foot into the mat to really send those hips back, lengthening through the back of the neck. We might even fold forward a little bit. Coming forward, lengthening out of the top of the head. And sending the hips back. One more time here. Okay, this time, maybe bring that foot a tiny little bit closer in towards your arm. Tuck the back toe and we're going to lift the knee. So to lift the knee, we want to think about lifting but pressing the heel back. You can always play around again with that kind of rocking movement. Come in, come out, take it a few times. You might want to stay there and just see. Again, thinking about the heel and the top of the head as almost as if they're reaching away from each other. Move, taking any movements here, rocking around, side to side, forward and back. Okay, and then we're going to release the knee down and bring that leg all the way back round. So coming back into that internal rotation in the hips. So bringing the knees together and opening the lower legs out, opening the feet out wide. And again, sending our hips back. We can almost like be a little bit lighter on the hands here. We're just kind of easing forward and back, playing around with this movement. Just a slightly different movement for our hips. So we find that internal rotation. So keeping those knees towards each other. Maybe having a little bit of a circle too. Okay, as we come all the way back. Lovely, and then coming forward. And then we're going to end coming into a child's pose. So this time we're going to bring our legs back and come the other way. So we bring our toes together and bring our knees wide. And we're going to send our hips all the way back. Maybe taking it a few times, come forward, come back, give the hips a little circle around. Can feel quite nice. And then finding your position, whether you want to rest your forehead on your forearms, bring your forearms down the mat and rest your forehead here. I'm just going to take the last couple of moments to pause. And just feeling your exhale, just releasing your body into the ground. Maybe feeling the hips sinking down a little more. So you might want to stay there, pause the video and stay there for a little bit longer. Otherwise, we're going to walk the hands back in and coming all the way back round to a comfortable seated position. Give those shoulders another little wiggle. And that's the end of our practice.